Sumiton Christian family, this is Mr. McLeod again with some updates on our reopening plan and our COVID plan, and we just want to keep you up to speed as to where we are in our preparation with this. I recently met with our school board and we talked a great deal about what is best for your children, what is best for our faculty and staff as we reopen our school. And I just wanted to update you as to where we are in that process. Please keep in mind that every process that we have developed, every idea that we've had is framed around the idea of we're going to do what's best for your child and for the faculty and staff here at Sumiton Christian. So please keep that in mind as we talk through this. But I do want to come to you now and just update you on a few things that are going to impact you moving forward in our reopening plan. Let me highlight a couple of very important factors for you that you need to know immediately. Number one, the first thing to keep in mind is at this point we are going to open school on August the 12th. We did consider an alternate calendar, but we did not see a great deal of benefit in that at this time. Unless we're ordered differently, we're going to open on August the 12th, so please put that date down on your calendar. In addition, in our first video, we talked a lot about some of our educational opportunities, but we did not talk a lot about our virtual options. And I've received several phone calls in regards to our virtual options, and I want to just update you on that. We will have a virtual option for our parents and students. Now, please keep in mind, this virtual option is only for our students or parents and guardians who have a significant health condition that would be impacted by their child attending school in a traditional manner. These are for parents that have a health risk. This is not for someone to come and go or to abuse in any way. There will be guidelines that will need to be followed in regards to this homebound service or this virtual option for these students that may choose to go this route. And I'm going to encourage you to please consider very carefully if this is the best option for you and your child, considering the condition that they have or that you may have. And another thing that you need to be aware of is and again, this is put in place to lessen the potential impact of infections of any kind in our building. We're going to add two additional things in addition to our regular cleaning schedule and enhanced sanitary measures that we're going to take. The first thing that you need to be aware of is that we're going to be checking temperatures of all of our students and staff as they enter our building. We will be checking our younger students through the carpool line. We'll be checking our high school students that drive. We'll be checking them at the front door. We have a student who is running a temperature at that day. We're going to ask you to take them home. Same thing with our staff. We have a temperature with us and our staff members. We're going to send them home for the day. Again, this is to reduce the opportunity for spreading potential infections. The second thing that you need to be aware of is we're going to strongly encourage, and hear what I'm saying very clearly, we're going to strongly encourage our students to wear masks when they're gathered together in collective times, such as before the start of school, when they're passing in the hallways during class changes, when they're gathered together in large group areas. This will help prevent the spread of any potential illnesses. Now, I realize at this point that wearing a mask has become a politicized condition. And I'm going to give you my answer to that and where I stand on that. And I go to the scriptures to bring you an answer for this. Jesus was asked in the book of Mark about what the two greatest commandments are. And Jesus replied in Mark 12:30 and 31. In 12:30 he said, the first and most important commandment is to love the Lord your Father with all your heart, your soul, your mind, and your spirit. And he said the second commandment is to love your neighbor as yourself. Folks, this is how we're going to show our love for our neighbors. We're going to mask up and show that love for those that are around us. And that's where we stand on that. I just want to remind you a few very important dates that are upcoming. First off, we'll start with our band camp, which will start on Monday, on July the 20th, and it'll run from 8 to 3 o'clock. It's for the next 2 weeks, Monday through Friday. I know many of you band parents are aware of this, but just want to remind everyone that, again, we're taking these steps to get our school back started. And the second thing that I want to remind you about are two very important dates for our orientation. Now, we will have 2 days of orientation, and this is simply due to social distancing reasons. We'll have to spread that out over 2 days, so we'll do that on August the 7th. We'll have our secondary orientation, and then on August the 10th, we'll have our elementary orientation. And I will get you specific times about that a little bit later, but I did want you to go ahead and put those 2 very important dates on your calendar. Again, August the 7th will be our secondary orientation. August the 10th will be our elementary orientation. And again, we're spreading this out due to our social distancing concerns. And the final thing I'd like your help with, and if you could help us with, is just please continue to remind your family and your friends about the great things happening here at Sumiton Christian. We've got a tremendous educational opportunity here. I think you'll be pleased with all the effort that's been placed in what we're doing to open our school year so we can meet these needs with this COVID-19, so we can help keep our students and families safe. Tell them about these things. Tell them about what we're doing here to help them out. You're our biggest cheerleaders. You can help us greatly by sharing that with your friends. I'm going to show you something we've had printed up here. We've got yard signs available here that you can stop by here at the school, pick these up. You're more than welcome to put these in front of your businesses, put them in your front yard, put them out there, and just to let your friends and neighbors know about the tremendous things that are happening here at Sumiton Christian. We want everyone to be part of the great things happening here. We have a legacy of just tremendous educational outcomes and successful academic experiences for our students. And we want as many students as possible to be part of that. And you can help make that happen. So please help us with that. And encourage your friends and family to join us here at Sumiton Christian School. Go Eagles!